Okay, I'm going to try something this morning because I have some aloe. So I'm going to try some mint, some ginger, some aloe, some hard brown cider. I'm going to soak it in this bowl, maybe a little honey or something. I'm going to soak it in there for a while. I'm going to cook it. Hard brown cider, ginger, sugar, and the aloe, a little bit of pepper in this bowl, soaking for till about lunchtime or so. I'm going to pick it back up and batter it and fry it and cook it. But this stuff smells kind of like chicken. Aloe is kind of stinky. It's hard to believe that it even tastes good. But I've seen it eaten. Not sure that I believe it's going to turn out any good, but it's what I'm going to try right here. Put a little maple or honey in it, maybe. And we'll just try all of my favorite things into the aloe bowl. Mint and honey and ginger, hard brown cider, and pepper and salt. I added a little bit of maple and honey to this, in addition to the other ingredients. Now I could de-stem, pull that mint out, de-stem it, stir it up, blend it, make it in, put some, balsamic glaze in it, blend it up, and just make it into a rice glaze. And then I could just take some pork, put it on the rice, pour the glaze over it, and I got it, So the aloe would be all blended up. So I could do that, or I could take the aloe out and then cook it. Or I could just fry it, like it is, with some onions. There's different things I could do with it right now. It's just going to sit and soak there for a while, then I'll decide. Okay, so it looks to me like a frozen leg of lamb. Just the choice here. Put that out of there. We can get that out and get it started. I think we're going to put that in the oven. Right, oh wait, yep, just thaw it out, right? Thaw it, and then we'll just stir fry it. Cut whatever I want off here. Stir fry. Yep, sounds about right. Okay. I'm smelling a little bit like 3-bean salad now. As you can see that we have, there is mint, onion, pepper, ginger, Ooh, Vandals, Huckleberry Classic, Spicy Mostarda. Just black pepper. Honey. Actually, hard brown cider. And maple syrup. There's a little bit of salt in here too. And a little bit of sugar. So a little bit of a lot of things. Yeah. Starting to smell pretty good. Take a look at that. You can see the this is what this is what the aloe looks like, and it's been sitting for a while. It's perfectly clear until you get it and soak it for a while, and it starts to get a little cloudy, and that's because of the colors and the flavors. If you eat this stuff by itself, it is totally gross. So trying to get some flavor infused in there, and then we're gonna cook it up. This is a rear leg, actually. This one, you can tell, it's larger, and the way it's cut here, the rear leg, it's a lot broader. So a lot rounder here. So I could do this one or two ways. I could either put this in the oven and bake it, or I could let it thaw and take some stir fry off of it and bake the rest. So that is the debate. I don't think it's gonna really be much better, you know, taking stir fry off of, because this stuff gets super tender, and just take you know, right out of, you know, a lamb roast, and take whatever I want off that. It'll be really almost mushy, just like this stuff gets so tender, it's not even funny. So as to where if I cut some off and stir fry it, it'll be kind of chewy, and it won't be as tender. I like it tender. This is the batter. This is the batter. And that's cocoa. And we got the texture here. And we're going to stir it up. And this is hard brown cider and cocoa and whole wheat flour. It's going to be kind of drippy like that. Okay, so cocoa batter. And it's going to have just a little bit of baking powder in there. So just to make it interesting. No sugar added or anything like that. So Maybe just a little bit thick, but I think it'll be okay. We'll let that sit there for a little while. Check the oven. Let me see, we have the lamb there. Get that fat cooks off. We'll be ready. Something different. The rice is ready. So what's left to do? Take the aloe, take it out of the bowl, batter it and cook it, and then whip up some sauce of some sort, some glaze, a glaze type sauce. We can whip something up like that, and then who knows, might even take a couple of pieces of meat and batter it up and throw it in there. And we'll see. I will see. Not sure right now, but I could do that. So the mint leaves are separated out, and this is going to end up being some kind of a sauce or a glaze. And taking this out, what these are is those aloe veras. Those aloe veras are going to get sprinkled with some rice flour. Rice flour will also go in here to thicken this. And then I'm going to bake it up, probably heat it up. See what I got there. Now that it's in the saucepan, I'm just going to stir it up, and I'm going to keep testing it, taste testing it as I go. So just to determine what's going to go in it, but all of the basic flavors are in there. I just got to figure out how to finish it out. So in order to do that, I'm going to start boiling it. I'm going to boil the alcohol out of it and boil it down, get it a little syrupy. It's going to boil down to a syrupy consistency. So I'm going to get a little bit of this hard brown syrup here. So I know I'm going to add this hard brown syrup right there. It's already got hard brown cider in it. And I also know I am going to add this balsamic glaze. So this is a glaze all on its own. It's just too thick. You just take some out. I have to get a knife. Take some out. There's a little, it's really thick there. It's thick and pasty, like that, balsamic glaze. With the knife, just too fat. Okay, turn it down, start to simmer. There's some more of that balsamic. I gotta get more of that in there. Okay, so that's all gonna go down in there. Ooh. Add some of that flavor. It's actually, you can smell it. It smells like raisin. And it's sweet. Tastes like raisins. Why I don't just put raisins in there and balsamic vinegar. Okay, got the balsamic in, then I put the mint leaf back in because I want to get all the mint flavor out of those leaves, and then I'm going to pluck them out of there and simmer it down some more. The aroma is marvelous. I can smell everything. I can smell the ginger. Oh, that's a wonderful smell. So I know it's going to be really good. All those things in it. So I'm going to taste it for salt, and then I'll add salt if it needs salt. And cream if it needs a little cream. So I decided all it needs is a little more pepper and a little more salt. But it's sweet. Sweet, and it's really good, so don't worry about it. But that's it, and I put a little more pepper in, but it just doesn't need anything else. It's, man, I can taste the it just doesn't need anything else. I can taste the aloe. All the flavors came together really well, even with the aloe, which it's good. So it's going to be as is. It is a texture of gravy right now. It's a nice gravy texture. I don't think I need to thicken it, put any cream in it or anything. It's just good just like that. Got the, that's mint. Ooh, there's the, what is this? Right there, that is the aloe. That's starting to smell pretty good, actually. I added some of this spicy, what is this, mostarda? It's a Huckleberry Classic Vandal seasoning here. So I added some of that. It has some ginger, sugar, maple syrup, a little bit of honey, some hard brown cider, and some pepper. So getting some, trying to get some flavor infused into this. You can tell by the color it's no longer clear, so there's getting to be some flavonoids and some color infused in that. You know, that stuff tastes awful. Have you ever tasted aloe by itself? It's just really awful. So I'm trying to get some flavor infused into it. That is what the aloe looks like, coated with rice flour. That is aloe vera. Okay, and there it goes, the cocoa battered aloe vera right there. And I'm going to go ahead and finish these up. That's with the rice flour added there. I'm going to take and pour some rice water in there from this steamer. Go ahead and dip the rice water in there. Because I have meat coming off the bone there, which means I come in and do something with this. Well, we're going to take some pieces off and dip them in the rice and put them in the cocoa batter. Then we're going to take some off, just plain meat, and put it in with the rice, put it on the rice. And then we're going to create the dish. Okay, I'm going to take my second bite of cocoa battered aloe vera, only because it's good enough to do so. They taste good just like they are. Okay. Okay, there's meat falling on the bone. That's a sign that we're done here, or just about done. I can come out here and take some meat off and dip it in the batter and make some cocoa battered lamb. And then I will take some more meat off and we'll make up the rice dish. Okay, so I made a generous portion of rice. Generous plate. Just filled the whole plate. And here, boiling some meat, simmering some meat in the glaze, or you would call gravy. I can smell that ginger. This is just amazing, but would you be able to embalm a zombie with it? I don't really know. Okay, so I'm going to spoon some out. Where's my spoon? I don't know where my spoon is. I had a spoon for that. Here's a good one. Okay. Here we go. Look at that. I'm just going to see the lamb right there, chunks of lamb, and I'm gonna dish that in there. I'm gonna put this down real quick. So, okay, let's put it down. Okay, so there is the plate, and it's got cocoa batter lamb with cocoa batter aloe. And a piece of celery. It's got also the sauce drizzled all over the rice with little hunks of lamb, and also the aloe sauce, right? It is time for din din and some movies or something like that. Oh my God, look at that. You know, I'm going to take one of these and I'm just going to dip it into the aloe sauce like that. See that? Dip that into the aloe sauce. Then I'm going to eat it. And you know what? I'm going to finish this off because it is delicious. So, that's a piece of battered aloe vera right there. Cocoa battered aloe vera, dipping it in the aloe sauce. I'm going to enjoy this while listening to some music or some movies or something. So, ta-ta. Okay, so this is a dessert. What that is, what you are seeing there, is bananas, and they are dipped in rice flour and then cocoa batter, that same batter I used earlier, on the